My beloved child. Stop scrolling for a moment. This message did not find you by chance. Out of all the voices you could have heard tonight, you are here, listening to these words at exactly the right moment. There is something your heart has been waiting to hear, even if your mind cannot yet explain why. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Have you noticed how certain nights feel different? The world grows quieter. The noise fades. The distractions lose their power. In those silent moments, truth begins to whisper. Tonight is one of those nights. Tonight carries a message that has been waiting longer than you realize. A message your soulmate has hoped, wished, and silently prayed would somehow reach your heart. Your soulmate may not know your name yet. They may be far away. They may be closer than you think. They may have looked at the stars tonight without realizing you were looking at the very same sky. Yet somehow, beyond distance, beyond timing, beyond everything life has placed between you, one feeling refuses to disappear. That feeling is hope. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. If your soulmate could place a letter into your hands this very moment, they would not begin with grand promises. They would begin with honesty. They would say, "I hope you never believed that silence meant I stopped caring." Sometimes silence is only the sound of someone trying to become the person they were always meant to be. Those words carry more meaning than they appear to. There have been moments when your soulmate questioned everything. They wondered if destiny had forgotten them. They wondered why every road seemed longer than expected. They wondered why every lesson felt heavier than everyone else's. But through every question, one quiet belief remained alive inside them. Someone is waiting. Someone is worth becoming better for. Someone will understand every chapter that nobody else ever understood. And somehow, that someone has always been you. Perhaps tonight you have been carrying invisible burdens. Smiling when people expected you to smile. Staying strong when nobody noticed how tired your heart had become. Continuing forward even when you secretly wished someone would simply understand without needing an explanation. Your soulmate hopes you know something. They admire that strength. Not because you never struggled, but because you kept moving even while carrying questions that nobody else could see. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason certain memories suddenly return without warning. There is a reason certain songs suddenly feel different. There is a reason your heart occasionally pauses for no obvious explanation. Not every feeling arrives with an answer. Some feelings arrive first. The answers follow later. Your soulmate wants you to stop blaming yourself for every delay. They hope you'll stop wondering whether you somehow missed your chance. Life is not closing doors against you. It is arranging moments that must happen in the correct order. Think about every disappointment that once felt permanent. Think about every goodbye you believed would break you forever. Think about every unanswered question that eventually became a lesson. You survived every single one. Not because life became easier. Because you became stronger. Your soulmate sees that strength even if nobody has ever spoken those words aloud. And tonight, if they could reach across every mile separating your stories, they would gently tell you this: please don't lose faith before our story has the chance to begin. Those words carry incredible weight. Because somewhere, someone is also growing. Someone is learning patience. Someone is healing. Someone is preparing. Someone is becoming ready. Maybe you have spent too much time believing nothing important is happening. But some of life's greatest moments are invisible while they are being prepared. Seeds grow before flowers appear. Morning arrives long before the first ray touches the horizon. And extraordinary stories begin long before anyone realizes the first chapter has already started. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Tonight your soulmate wishes you would stop doubting your worth. You were never meant to measure your value through rejection. You were never meant to compare your journey with someone else's timeline. You were never meant to believe that delays meant denial. You are becoming exactly who you need to become. And they are doing the same. One day both journeys will meet. Not because luck finally appeared, but because every hidden lesson finally made sense. Imagine your soulmate sitting quietly tonight, looking through old memories, thinking about choices they would change if they could. They are not wishing for perfection. They are wishing for another opportunity. Another sunrise. Another beginning. Another chance to meet the person who will understand them without pretending. Another chance to build something real instead of something temporary. They don't hope for someone flawless. They hope for someone genuine. Someone kind. Someone patient. Someone whose heart still believes goodness exists. Without realizing it. They have been hoping for someone very much like you. Maybe tonight you needed this reminder more than you expected. Not because everything suddenly changes overnight, but because hope changes how tomorrow begins. Sometimes one sentence can redirect an entire future. Sometimes one quiet realization becomes the beginning of an unforgettable story. And tonight, the message your soulmate hopes you'll read is beautifully simple. Please don't stop believing before we have the chance to find each other. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because this message is only the beginning. The night is becoming quieter now. Yet what you are about to hear carries even greater meaning than everything that came before. If you are still here, it is because your heart is searching for something your eyes cannot yet see. That is why this moment matters. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. The next part of this story reveals the message your soulmate has carried in silence for far longer than anyone realizes. If your soulmate could sit beside you tonight without saying a single word at first, they would simply smile. Not because life has been perfect for them, but because after every unexpected turn, every unanswered question, and every long season of waiting, they would finally feel that hope is stronger than fear. They have imagined this conversation countless times. They have wondered what they would say first. Would they tell you about the lessons that changed them? Would they speak about the dreams they almost gave up on? Or would they simply thank you for existing, even before the two of you truly met? The answer surprises even them. The very first thing they would say is, "I hope you never thought you were forgotten." Those words hold more power than they appear to. There were moments when life became so busy that it seemed impossible for two paths to ever cross. There were days filled with responsibilities, unexpected detours, and quiet disappointments. Yet beneath every ordinary moment, something extraordinary continued to unfold. Destiny was moving quietly, patiently, carefully placing each piece where it belonged. What looked like delay was actually preparation. What looked like distance was actually protection. Every step that felt slow was leading towards something far greater than either of you could understand. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate wants you to know that they have changed. They are no longer the same person they once were. Every challenge taught them compassion. Every mistake taught them wisdom. Every disappointment reminded them that the greatest blessings often arrive after the longest waits. They have learned that rushing creates confusion, while patience creates clarity. They have discovered that genuine love is not built on perfect timing but on prepared hearts. There were evenings when they looked toward the horizon and quietly wondered why certain dreams remained unfinished. They watched people around them celebrate milestones while their own story seemed to move more slowly. Yet every time they felt discouraged, an unexplainable sense of peace returned. It was as if their heart whispered, "Keep going. Someone special is walking toward you too." They never understood why that feeling refused to disappear. Now they do. Because every experience was shaping them into someone capable of recognizing the value of a connection built on trust, kindness, and understanding rather than appearances or temporary excitement. Your soulmate hopes you are doing the same. Perhaps you have faced moments when people misunderstood your intentions. Perhaps you offered kindness that was never appreciated. Perhaps you stayed loyal when it would have been easier to walk away. Those moments did not make you weak. They revealed the strength that has always lived within you. Your soulmate admires that strength, even without knowing every chapter of your story. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine for a moment that somewhere tonight, your soulmate pauses in the middle of their evening for no obvious reason. A familiar feeling fills their heart. They cannot explain it. They simply know that something beautiful is getting closer. They smile without understanding why. They look toward the sky for a brief moment, and hope quietly returns. That small moment may seem ordinary. But some of the greatest stories begin with moments nobody else notices. The world celebrates loud victories, yet destiny often works through silent beginnings. A single unexpected conversation. A brief glance. A familiar feeling. A peaceful evening. One decision that almost seemed unimportant. These tiny moments often become the chapters people remember for the rest of their lives. Your soulmate wants you to promise yourself one thing tonight. Do not allow temporary disappointment to convince you that permanent joy is impossible. Do not allow unanswered questions to silence your hope. Do not allow yesterday's struggles to define tomorrow's possibilities. Keep becoming the person your future deserves. Keep protecting your peace. Keep choosing kindness. Keep believing that meaningful connections still exist. Because someone else is doing exactly the same. And that someone is hoping their path eventually leads to yours. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has one more message they hope reaches your heart tonight. If life has ever made you feel unseen, remember this. The right person will never overlook the qualities that make you special. They will appreciate your patience, your honesty, your compassion, your quiet strength, and the hope you continue to protect even during difficult seasons. Please don't change those parts of yourself just because someone else failed to recognize their value. Those words are not meant to create impatience. They are meant to restore confidence. Because confidence built on truth lasts much longer than confidence built on temporary circumstances. Every sunrise proves that darkness never has the final word. Every new chapter proves that endings are often hidden beginnings. Every unexpected blessing proves that hope is never wasted. Tonight is not simply another evening. It is another reminder that beautiful stories are still being written, even while nobody can yet read the final pages. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because the message your soulmate has been carrying is becoming clearer with every passing moment, and what comes next will reveal why this night feels different from every other night before. There is something about this moment that feels different, isn't there? If your heart has remained here until now, perhaps it is because these words are touching a place that has been quiet for a very long time. Tonight is not about coincidence. Tonight is about recognition. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate has one message they have carried through every season of their journey, but until now, they never knew how to express it. If they could speak directly to your heart this very second, they would not begin by talking about the future. They would begin by thanking you. They would say, "Thank you for not giving up on kindness, even when the world made it difficult. Thank you for choosing hope, even when the answers did not come quickly. Thank you for continuing to believe that genuine love still exists." Those simple words contain years of silent emotion. There were countless moments when your soulmate almost stopped believing that someone like you could exist. They looked around and saw people settling for relationships without understanding, conversations without honesty, and promises without commitment. Quietly, they wondered if true connection was only a beautiful story people liked to imagine. But every time that doubt appeared, something inside them whispered, "Keep waiting. Your story is different." They could never explain why that whisper always returned. Perhaps now they finally understand. Because somewhere, your heart was learning the very same lessons. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Have you ever noticed that the strongest people often carry the gentlest hearts? They smile while hiding struggles. They encourage others while quietly searching for encouragement themselves. They celebrate other people's victories while patiently waiting for their own season to arrive. Your soulmate recognizes that quiet strength. Even before knowing your entire story, they somehow feel connected to it. Not because they know every detail, but because they have walked through similar moments themselves. They know what it feels like to wonder whether patience will ever be rewarded. They know what it feels like to question whether delayed blessings are still blessings. They know what it feels like to keep believing after everyone else has stopped expecting anything extraordinary. And tonight, if they could place one reassuring hand on your shoulder, they would gently say, "Please don't let temporary seasons convince you that permanent happiness isn't possible." Those words were not created in comfort. They were created through experience. Every unexpected delay became a lesson. Every unanswered question became wisdom. Every quiet evening became preparation. Every disappointment quietly redirected them towards something better. Without realizing it, both of your journeys have been moving in the same direction all along. Like two rivers beginning miles apart, flowing through different landscapes, yet slowly finding their way toward the same destination. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Tonight your soulmate remembers a moment they rarely speak about. There was an ordinary evening much like this one. Nothing extraordinary happened. The sky looked familiar. The streets were calm. The world carried on as usual. Yet something inside their hearts suddenly became peaceful. For no reason they could explain, they stopped worrying about what had not happened yet. Instead, they quietly smiled. Almost as if somewhere beyond everything they could see, life was already arranging something beautiful. They still remember that feeling. They never forgot it. Because hope arrived without needing proof. That hope became one of the strongest moments of their journey. And perhaps tonight, that same feeling is beginning to reach you. Not through certainty. Not through visible signs. But through quiet confidence. Sometimes confidence arrives before evidence. Sometimes peace arrives before answers. Sometimes faith arrives before understanding. That is how extraordinary stories often begin. Your soulmate hopes you never lose that quiet confidence. They hope you continue becoming the person you are meant to be instead of becoming discouraged by what has not yet happened. Because one day, when your paths finally cross, neither of you will only recognize each other's faces. You will recognize each other's hearts. You will recognize the patience, the resilience, the compassion, the quiet determination that carried both of you through seasons when giving up seemed easier. That recognition will feel strangely familiar. Almost as if your hearts had been introducing themselves long before your first conversation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Your soulmate also wants you to know this. Please never believe that your value depends on how quickly life unfolds. The brightest sunrise still arrives one moment at a time. The tallest tree once appeared to be nothing more than a tiny seed. The greatest stories are rarely written in a hurry. Your story deserves time. Because lasting things are carefully built. Tonight, while the world grows quieter, your soulmate is holding on to one beautiful hope. They hope that when your lives finally intersect, neither of you will be carrying regret for becoming impatient. Instead, they hope both of you will smile and realize that every delay protected something precious. Every lesson prepared a stronger foundation. Every unexpected turn led exactly where it needed to lead. And then they would quietly say, "I'm grateful we didn't meet before we were ready to truly appreciate each other." Imagine hearing those words one day. Imagine realizing that every difficult chapter was never meant to discourage you. It was meant to shape you. That realization has the power to transform every memory you once questioned. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because your soulmate has one final thought they hope reaches your heart before this chapter closes. If tonight feels different, trust that feeling. Not because everything changes in one moment, but because every unforgettable story has one quiet night when hope becomes stronger than doubt. Let tonight be that night for you. Protect your heart. Protect your peace. Keep believing that beautiful beginnings are still possible. Hold those words close. Carry them into tomorrow. Let them remind you that unseen progress is still progress, silent preparation is still preparation, and hopeful hearts are never forgotten. Because the message your soulmate has been carrying is becoming impossible to keep hidden, and what comes next may reveal the reason this night was always meant to find you.